I can't stop staring at myself in the mirror. The dress fits perfectly, ivory lace, delicate beading catching the light with every breath I take. Today is it. Today I'm marrying Ethan Ross, the man I've loved for 5 years. You look absolutely stunning, Sarah says behind me, adjusting my veil. Her smile is wide, genuine. Or at least I think it is. I can't believe this is actually happening, I whisper, touching the fabric nervously. Believe it. You're about to marry the most amazing guy. She squeezes my shoulders. I'm so happy for you. Through the window, I can see the venue, white roses everywhere. String lights twinkling even in daylight, guests in their finest clothes filling the chairs. Everything is perfect. Everything I've dreamed about since Ethan proposed on that beach at sunset 2 years ago. Remember when we met? I ask Sarah, still looking at my reflection. First day of college. You spilled coffee all over my textbook, she laughs. And you didn't even get mad. You just helped me clean it up. I knew we'd be friends forever. The word echoes in my mind. Sarah, thank you. For everything. For being here, for planning all of this with me. For being my best friend. Stop, you're going to make me cry and ruin my makeup, she says. But her eyes are already glistening. My mind drifts back to last week's rehearsal dinner. I was nervous, maybe had too much wine. I made a joke. God, why did I make that joke? What if I send Sarah down the aisle instead of me? I'd said, laughing. Would you even notice, Ethan? Everyone laughed. Ethan pulled me close, kissed my forehead. I'd know the difference. You're irreplaceable. That's what he said. It's time, my mother says, poking her head through the door. Her eyes are already wet with tears. Oh, sweetheart. You're beautiful. My heart is racing. This is it. The moment I've been planning for months. The moment my entire life changes. I take one last look in the mirror, smooth down my dress, and walk toward the door. Toward my future. Toward Ethan. Toward everything I think I know about love. My father's arm is steady under mine as we stand at the entrance to the ceremony hall. The music starts, the song Ethan and I chose together. My heart is pounding so hard I can barely hear it. Ready, princess? Dad whispers. I nod, unable to speak. We take the first step. I'm smiling, looking at the faces of everyone I love. My grandmother dabbing her eyes. My college friends waving. Then my eyes find the altar. Find Ethan, but he's not looking at me. He's looking past me. Through me. At something behind me. I feel it before I understand it. Something is wrong. Terribly, horribly wrong. Ethan steps down from the altar. Time slows. I watch him walk toward me, and for a second I think he's coming to meet me halfway. How romantic. How unexpected. But he doesn't stop. He walks right past me. His shoulder brushes mine. I smell his cologne, the one I bought him for Christmas. The music stutters. Stops, Ethan? I hear myself say, but it sounds distant, like someone else's voice. He's standing in front of Sarah. My maid of honor. My best friend. She's behind me, frozen, her bouquet shaking in her hands. The entire room goes silent. Someone gasps. I hear whispers rippling through the crowd like wind through trees. I'm sorry, Ethan says. And his voice cracks. But he's not looking at me. He's looking at her. I can't do this anymore. I've been lying to myself. Sarah, I love you. I've loved you for months. No, this isn't happening. This is a nightmare. I'm going to wake up, Ethan. Sarah's crying, but she doesn't look surprised. She doesn't look shocked. She looks relieved. What are you doing? My father's voice is sharp, dangerous. His grip on my arm tightens until it hurts. I'm sorry, Ethan says again, taking Sarah's hand. I can't marry her. I don't love her. Not the way I love you. My mother screams something. I don't hear the words. The officiant is backing away, his face pale. I'm still standing there in my wedding dress, my veil, my carefully applied makeup. I'm still holding my bouquet, white roses and baby's breath. Ethan's favorite. You planned this, I hear myself whisper. You both planned this. Ethan finally looks at me. Really looks at me. And I see the truth in his eyes. Yes. They planned this. They let me walk down this aisle. They let me believe in us. They let me stand in front of everyone I love, and then they destroyed me. Your joke. Ethan says quietly. Last week. About sending Sarah instead. It made me realize I wanted that to be true. My joke. My stupid, harmless joke gave him permission to humiliate me. Sarah is sobbing. I'm so sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. But I can't help how I feel. Can't help it. She can't help it. This woman helped me pick out this dress. She organized my bachelorette party. She gave a speech at the rehearsal dinner about how lucky Ethan was to have me, and the whole time she was sleeping with my fiancé, I dropped my bouquet. The sound of it hitting the floor is the loudest thing in the world. Then I run. I don't remember running. I don't remember the faces I passed, the hands that reached for me, the voices calling my name. All I remember is the sound of my heels on marble, the weight of my dress dragging behind me. and the feeling of everyone's eyes burning holes in my back. I slam the bridal suite door and lock it. My hands won't stop shaking. There's a knock almost immediately. "Sweetheart, please. Let me in." My mother's voice is broken, desperate. I slide down against the door, my dress pulling around me like a white prison. "How could you?" My father is shouting somewhere in the hall. "We trusted you. You destroyed her." My phone buzzes in the pocket of my dress. I pull it out with trembling fingers. A text from Sarah. "I'm so sorry. I never meant for this to happen. I tried to stop my feelings, but I couldn't. Please forgive me." I throw the phone across the room. It hits the wall and cracks. "Forgive her. She wants me to forgive her." Another knock. Softer this time. "Can we talk?" Ethan's voice, calm, almost casual. "Go away." I manage to choke out, "Please, I know this is hard, but we need to figure out the logistics. The venue, the guests, logistics." He's worried about logistics. I scream. I don't even recognize the sound coming from my throat. I scream until my throat burns, until I hear footsteps retreating, until there's nothing left inside me but emptiness. Hours pass. Maybe minutes. Time doesn't exist anymore. My phone keeps buzzing on the floor where I threw it. Messages flooding in. I crawl over and look at the screen through the cracks. Relatives, friends. People asking what happened, if I'm okay, if the wedding is still happening. Some messages are kind. Most are curious. Vultures feeding on my pain. One message stands out. "Marcus, my cousin, I know you're hurting, but don't let them see you broken. You're stronger than this. Make them regret it. Make them regret it." I look at myself in the mirror across the room. Mascara streaked down my face. Veil askew. The beautiful bride turned into a ghost. How am I supposed to make them regret anything when I can't even stand up? 3 days. I've been in my parents' house for 3 days, wearing the same sweatpants, staring at the ceiling. The humiliation plays on repeat in my mind. Ethan walking past me, Sarah's tears. The gasps from 200 people. "Honey, you need to eat something." My mother sets soup on the nightstand. I don't look at it. My father appears in the doorway. "I can handle this, legally, financially. Just say the word. What's the point?" My voice is hoarse from crying. The damage is done. He leaves, defeated. I hear him and my mother arguing in hushed voices downstairs. My phone is on the bed beside me. I've been avoiding it, but curiosity finally wins. I open social media immediately. "I want to die." Someone recorded it. The moment Ethan walked past me is viral. Millions of views. Thousands of comments. "This is so heartbreaking. The audacity of these people. Maybe she wasn't good enough for him." Red flags were probably there all along. I delete every app. Every single one. I need to disappear from the world. That evening, Marcus shows up. He doesn't knock, just walks in and sits on the edge of my bed. Doesn't say anything for a long time. Finally, "You know what the best revenge is?" I don't answer. "Living well. Showing them you don't need them. Showing them they made the biggest mistake of their lives." I laugh. But it comes out bitter and broken. How am I supposed to do that? Everyone saw what happened. I'm a joke. You're not a joke. They are. And trust me, karma has a way of catching up. I want to believe him. But I feel hollow, like someone scooped out everything inside me and left only the shell. After he leaves, I check my messages one more time. There's one from a number I don't recognize immediately. Then I remember David Chen, Ethan's business partner. I've met him at company events a few times. Nice guy, quiet. His message is short. "I'm sorry about what happened. I thought you should know Ethan's been lying about more than just his feelings. If you want to talk, I'm here." I stare at the words. What does he mean? What else has Ethan been lying about? My fingers hover over the keyboard. I shouldn't engage. I should delete this and move on with my life. Instead, I type, "Tell me everything, asterisk." David and I meet at a cafe on the other side of town. He looks uncomfortable, guilty, even stirring his coffee without drinking it. "I should have told you sooner," he says, sliding a manila folder across the table. "But I didn't think it was my place." Now, after what he did, I can't stay silent. My hands tremble as I open it. Bank statements, emails, text messages. What am I looking at? "Ethan's been embezzling money from our firm for over a year," David says quietly. "Funneling funds into a private account, using company resources for personal projects. Lying to investors." The words don't make sense at first. I read the numbers again. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, gone. I discovered it 6 months ago. Confronted him. He promised to fix it, said he'd made mistakes, that he'd pay it back. David's jaw tightens. Instead, he got worse. "Why are you telling me this now?" There's more. He pulls out another document. He's been planning to leave the firm entirely. He and Sarah were going to start their own company. Using stolen capital. My stomach drops. They've been working on it behind everyone's backs. Sarah's a talented designer. Ethan needed her. This wasn't just about love, it was calculated. I feel nauseous. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't passion. It was a business decision. He chose Sarah because she was useful. Why are you telling me this? I ask again. David meets my eyes. Because you deserve to know. And because I'm not going to let him destroy what we built. I'm taking legal action. I need evidence, witnesses, testimony. I thought you might want to be part of bringing him down for the first time in 3 days. I feel something other than pain. I feel anger. White hot, clarifying anger. What do you need from me? David smiles slightly. Everything you know. Every conversation, every detail. And most importantly, your testimony. You have it. That night, I tear through every email, text, voicemail from Ethan, and I find something messages between him and Sarah from 6 months ago. Discussing their future plans, Sarah mentions feeling guilty. Ethan's response, she'll understand eventually. She always does. She's too nice to fight back, too nice to fight back. He thought I'd just accept it, roll over. Disappear quietly. He was wrong. Asterisk, this is solid evidence, Rebecca Torres says, spreading documents across her desk. She's David's lawyer, sharp, no nonsense, expensive looking suit. Ethan's been sloppy, arrogant. He didn't think anyone would catch on. Can we win? I ask. Oh, we'll win. She smiles. The question is how much we take from him. Over the next few weeks, I throw myself into the case. It gives me purpose. Something to focus on besides the constant loop of humiliation in my head. My parents are supportive but worried. You need to process your emotions, my mother keeps saying. I am processing them, I tell her. By making him pay, Marcus checks in every day. Eat something, get some sleep, go outside. I listen mostly. I cut my hair, a symbolic fresh start. I go back to my apartment, the one I shared with Ethan, and pack up everything that's his. Donate the clothes. Throw away the photos. Erase every trace of him. It feels good. Like I'm reclaiming my space. One evening, I run into Daniel Park at a coffee shop. We went to college together, lost touch after graduation. Hey, he says, surprised. I heard about what happened. I'm really sorry. We grab coffee. Talk for hours. He's a photographer now, traveling for work, doing well. He makes me laugh for the first time in weeks. If you ever need anything, he says as we're leaving. A friend, a distraction, someone to vent to. I'm here. Thanks, Daniel. That means a lot. That night, my phone buzzes. Sarah again. She's been trying to reach me for weeks. I've ignored every attempt. This message is different. Please, I need to talk to you. Everything is falling apart. Ethan isn't who I thought he was. I made a terrible mistake. I almost delete it. But something stops me. I reply, you're right. You did make a mistake. Now you have to live with it. Then I block her number. Asterisk to months after the wedding. The lawsuit is filed. David and Rebecca take Ethan to court for embezzlement and corporate fraud. The news spreads fast. Ethan's reputation crumbles overnight. Clients pull out. Investors demand their money back. Everything he built is collapsing. I watch from a distance, feeling a strange mix of satisfaction and emptiness. My phone rings. Restricted number. I answer. Please, Sarah sobs. You have to help me. Ethan's dragging me into this. They're saying I was complicit in the fraud. I didn't know about the money, I swear. I thought we were in love. But now he's blaming me for everything. Saying I manipulated him, that I seduced him, that none of this was his idea. You made your choice. Sarah, you stood by while he humiliated me. You chose him over me. Now you get to live with the consequences. Please, I hang up. Days later, Marcus sends me a news article. Ethan and Sarah had a huge fight at a restaurant. Witnesses recorded it. Sarah accused him of using her. Ethan called her delusional. Their perfect love story is a toxic mess. Marcus was right. Karma doesn't need my help. A week later, Daniel invites me to his gallery opening. I go, wearing a red dress, my new haircut styled, confidence slowly returning. At the event, I see people from my old social circle, people who were at the wedding. They stare, whisper, but this time, I don't feel ashamed. I feel powerful. One woman approaches me. You look amazing. I heard about Ethan, the lawsuit. He's finished. You really dodged a bullet. I smile. I didn't dodge it. It hit me square in the chest. But I survived. 3 months later, Ethan shows up at my apartment. I almost don't recognize him. He's lost weight, his eyes hollow, clothes wrinkled, broken. I need to talk to you. He says, voice hoarse, against my better judgment. I let him in. He collapses on my couch. Head in his hands. Everything's gone. The firm, my reputation, my savings. David's taking everything. Sarah left me. She's testifying against me. My family won't speak to me. I have nothing. What do you want from me, Ethan? Sympathy? He looks up, tears streaming. I want to explain. Sarah made me feel alive in a way I hadn't felt in years. I thought I loved her. I thought I was being honest. I laugh coldly. Honest, you humiliated me in front of everyone I love. You let me walk down that aisle knowing you'd abandon me. That's not honesty. That's cruelty. He reaches for my hand. I pull away. I'm begging for forgiveness. Maybe we could start over. Maybe, no, the word is firm, final. You don't get to come back because your life fell apart. You made your choices. You chose Sarah. You chose to steal. You chose to destroy everything. Now live with it. He starts crying, full sobs, begging me not to give up on him. I stand and walk to the door. You need to leave, Ethan, and don't ever contact me again. He stumbles out. I close the door behind him. For the first time since the wedding, I feel free. 6 months later. My life looks completely different. I've started a new job as a marketing consultant. I'm thriving, earning more than I ever did, working with clients who respect and value me. Daniel and I have been spending more time together. It's not romantic, not yet, but there's potential. He makes me feel safe, valued, seen. My friendship circle has changed too. I've cut out the gossips, the vultures. I've surrounded myself with genuine people. Marcus, Daniel, new friends from work. One evening, I attend a charity gala. Daniel's photographing the event. I see her across the room, Sarah, alone, uncomfortable. Out of place. Our eyes meet. She looks like she wants to approach. I turn away. She's not worth my energy. Later, I overhear someone talking about her. Lost her job. Reputation ruined. Blacklisted in the design community because of her association with Ethan's fraud. I feel a flicker of pity, then let it go. She made her choices. As the night ends, Daniel walks me out. You look happy, he says, smiling. I realize he's right. I am happy. Not in the way I thought I'd be a year ago. Not married. Not settled, not following the plan, but happy in a deeper, truer way. Free, strong, myself. I am happy, I say. Smiling back, and I mean it. A year after the wedding, I receive a letter. From Ethan, handwritten, delivered through his lawyer as part of his sentencing requirements. He's been convicted of fraud. Serving time. The letter is long, rambling, full of apologies and regrets. He writes about losing everything, about realizing what he threw away, about wishing he could go back and change everything. He asks, one final time, for forgiveness. I read it once. Fold it carefully. I don't feel anger. Don't feel sadness. I feel nothing. He's a stranger now. A closed chapter. I write back, I forgive you, Ethan, not for you, but for me. So I can fully move on. I hope you find peace. But forgiveness doesn't mean I'll forget, or that you'll ever be part of my life again. Goodbye. I send it. Feel a weight lift. That evening, Daniel takes me to dinner. We've grown closer over the months. Tonight feels different. He reaches across the table, takes my hand. I know you've been through hell, but I want you to know I see who you are now. You're incredible, strong, resilient, and if you're open to it, I'd like to see where this could go. No pressure, just possibility. I look at this kind, patient man who's been by my side without asking for anything in return. I'm ready. Ready to trust again. Ready to love again. Ready to build something new. I'd like that, I say, squeezing his hand. As we leave the restaurant, I glance back one last time at the life I left behind, the betrayal, the pain, the humiliation. Then I turn forward, toward the future. Toward possibility, toward a version of myself I never knew I could be, and I walk forward without looking back.